Hey, hi everybody, this is Mr. Josh. Today we're going to be making traditional sauerkraut with wild foods in it. Now my teacher, Karen Talbot, she's an herbalist in Johnson, she showed me all the wild foods that are out there that we can cook and eat with and make teas with. It really just made me so excited to know that. So especially with all the genetically modified food out there and with all the processed foods that we're eating, we're becoming what Daniel Vitalis calls Homo sapien domesticus. We're becoming domesticated. We're eating food that we've never seen before, really, except in the past 50, 100 years, and it's causing a lot of illness and other things. So we want to get back to the wild stuff. So what we have over here is traditional sauerkraut. We got some local cabbage, both regular green, white, and red cabbage, mixed in with some carrots, organic carrots, right from a good old Stop and Shop. And then over here is our wild plants. So what we have is, we have the grape leaf, which you can find everywhere, wild grape leaves, violet leaves, Egyptian onion, a flowering scallion, and then we have the lamb's quarters, wood sorrel, clover, which is really nice, it's got a nice taste to it. And then we have milkweed, both the pod and the leaves. Now you want to use the young leaves. The bigger they get, the more it just gets tougher and woodier. So these are really great things. They're found everywhere. It's easy to find, easy to check out. Just go to your local weed walk, find a teacher, and they'll be able to tell you. And then so what we're going to do is, we're going to take, here's the chopped up wild stuff that we have already mixed up with all those things we just showed you. And we're going to put it in the bowl here. Get all that goodness in there. And then this is a method by Sandor Katz. He wrote the book called Wild Fermentation. Basically, we're just going to feel it out. You don't want too much salt. A couple of nice pinches. Mix it all in there. This you kind of got to go by feel. That. And what we want to do, the method is this, and it's really good because we really get to rough it up. Go in there and we're going to scrunch it up, squeeze it up. And it's going to get juicy as we do this. See, even now, the salt's drawing out the juices, breaking down the cell walls of all these nice plants in here. I'm just going to squish, mash, squish, mash. Do that for a little bit. It's really fun for the hands. Getting all those muscles in those hands, those workout. Just mish and mash. And it gets, see it's starting to break up. You can see it. You can see it all getting juicy. Just keep breaking it up. Keep breaking it up. And then, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put it into a jar. A wide mouth ball jar is really great. Up just a little more, and what I want to do is I want to fill up, show you one of the steps. I won't go through the whole thing with you guys, just to make it a little quicker. And then what I do is I take a little jar that I can fill up with water to add some weight to it, and this is going to help push this down and squeeze the juices out more. So this can really pack down, and you're going to get to see this. Okay, so we're going to push it all in here. See how you can pack it down? This nice little jar. And then I'll take something like a wooden spoon or something like that. And then I'll push it down. Really push it. And you can see the juice starting to come down at the bottom here. And just keep packing it down. Keep packing it down, all in different spots. You want to get the juice to rise up. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to keep adding this. Now this needs to be crushed up a little bit more, but for the sake of brevity for the video, you want to crush it up a lot so it gets really juicy. Pack it in, and you can see this was up to here. Now it's down to here. If it's, you want to see, I didn't crush it up enough because the juice isn't rising as fast as I want it. But when you really have it enough, you'll put it in there, crunch it down, that its own juices will come up, and that's the brine you're going to make. And then you're going to fill it all the way until you have a nice done thing. So I want to show everyone here. You can see that juice. That juice. Now that's all mostly from the vegetables itself. And that's what it looks like when it's done. And then you just let it sit for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long. Keep tasting it every once in a while. You'll smell it fermenting, that nice sauerkraut smell and taste, and then taste it and see when you like it. And when it's done, you just pop it in the fridge. And then if it's not juicy enough, because you want that liquid to be above the vegetables. You want to keep everything submerged so that no bad bacteria will grow in there. We want only the good dudes. The good dudes help us. So you can add a little bit of salty water to it to fill it up if you need just a little extra. And then you put another little jar like this on top of it, squeeze it down. It keeps all that stuff pushed down and the water up. And then that's it. And then you'll have traditional sauerkraut with wild food in it.